Alright everybody, and welcome back to this thing. Yes indeed, when last we left off, we ventured out to the Spirit Temple, and we met Naburu, and we saw her get kidnapped by some witch bitches, and then we fucked off. We were an 8-year-old at the time. 10-year-old canonically, but mentally I feel 8. Okay? Oh my god, this thing is loud. Holy shit. Anyway, moving on. So anyway, we're back to being an adult and stuff, and I have a racist caricature Gerudo mask, and we're gonna wear it, and we're gonna go back to their place, and we're gonna do their challenge, because you know they were like a band of thieves and stuff, and we rescued some carpenters from them, and they're like, oh, you stole our slave labor. Oh, cool. I guess you can join us now. That's how it works. So anyway, we're totally cool with the Gerudo now, and we're gonna do their little sacred challenge thing. Now, what is their challenge thing? Well, it's a series of rooms where we do some stuff, and when we do it all, we get a reward. Is this reward worth our time? No, not at all. This is an absolute waste of time, and an absolute waste of a video, most likely. But, you know, it's there. You gotta do it. You're gonna feel like some kind of loser if you don't do it, right? So, I mean, we're gonna do it. And then, next video, we'll go to the Spirit Temple, unless we get through the challenge really, really fast, in which case, we'll start the Spirit Temple in this video. Who knows? That's the fun. Oh yeah, the bridge is fixed. We don't actually know that yet, but we're gonna learn that the bridge is fixed. We were told there was a reward if we come to see these people. I think they're full of shit, but we're gonna talk to them anyway. Hey, I heard you saved my men. When they returned, we built this bridge. Look at this. Isn't it a fine bridge? They may be wimpy carpenters, but once they all got together, they got the job done. Cool, so they built this bridge that we have absolutely no use for. Cool, sweet. Well, that was worth my time. How you kids doing? I see you're all working really hard over here. The leader of the gang of thieves is Naburu. She is experimenting in brainwashing many people at the ruins of the desert. Yeah, Naburu was that chick we met as a child, and then she got bewitched by the witches. Yeah, and I don't know, apparently she's brainwashing people. When Naburu was a lone wolf thief, she never stole from the weak, but now Naburu's gang of thieves stands for cruelty and brutality. She claims to be a chivalrous robber, but no way! In Gerudo society, those who have great skill in horseback riding and archery are well respected. How about trying the horseback archery at the Gerudo's fortress? If you have a horse, the Gerudo from the fortress will set up your challenge. Yeah, we did that already. Building a bridge over the valley is simple for 4 carpenters. Where's my reward you guys promised me? You guys promised me a reward. And over here, we have the jogger. I'm the wandering running man. I run all over this land in search of true competitive spirit. I beat all my challengers, man and beast. You're an athletic guy, and you look like you might have a true killer instinct too. Now that the bridge over Gerudo Valley is complete, I'm looking for a challenger to have a commemorative race against. The best time to go from here to the bridge in the Lost Woods was 2 minutes and 38 seconds. That's my record. Will you challenge my record? Do we really want to? I heard bridge in the Lost Woods. I'm kinda not feeling it, to be honest with you. But what the hell? This is already a filler video anyway, right? Oh, goddammit, I have the Gerudo mask instead of my bunny ears. Oh well. Now, I think we have to do this on foot, because that makes sense, right? You can't do a foot race on horseback. I mean, you could, I guess, if you really want to, but I feel like that's defying the spirit of the challenge here. So when he says bridge in the Lost Woods, I hope he means the bridge leading into Kokiri Village, and not some bridge hidden within the Lost Wood. Because I don't feel like exploring that place anymore. We've done our time, and I want out. So anyway, I think the Lost Woods is directly across from here, so what we can do, we can use our little bunny hop method to, in theory, run even faster than normal, right? And we're probably going to get a piece of heart for this, because that tends to be the reward for, you know, almost everything in this game. I'm aware. Alright, so we just head this way, and we're making pretty good time here. Works better when you don't run into a goddamned fence. So, how was y'all's holiday? Y'all have a good time? Been like an episode or two since Halloween. I'm gonna assume you guys all had a great fancy time. Y'all got drunk. Y'all hung out with your friends, unless you don't have any friends. And I'm sorry for that. Y'all have a good time. You do some trick-or-treating. I mean, probably not because you're in your 30s and that'd be kind of weird. But, like, I don't know. You can buy your own candy, though, now. You're an adult. You don't have to have anyone buy your candy for you. You can get that diabetes all on your own, like a real man. Even with our little cheaty face method here, we're going to be cutting it pretty close to his record, but I think we got until 2:38, so I think we definitely got it, assuming this is the right bridge. If it's not, we're fucked. Huff, huff, huff. Woo! You did quite well, but you couldn't beat you. Your time was 2:16, but I just beat you by 1 second. You'll have to challenge me some other time. Huff, huff. Goodbye, then. I should have never sold him that mask. Alright, well that was well worth my time. And well worth yours. Now I know what you're thinking. We should try it again. I'm not going to. No, you know, I'm Link. I don't have to be best at everything in life. You think that guy cleared out like 12 dungeons, got engaged to a fish lady, and, you know, did some other stuff? No. He's a jogger. What's he doing with his life? He's running. I'm proud of you. Alright, anyway, let's just go ahead and make our way back on over to Gerudo Valley. If I remember, I actually did start using a new video editor. You probably can't tell. But anyway, I actually am going to see if I can fast forward things all proper-like. Because that'd be really cool if I could just turn on the speed demon and just zip on over there. I think that'd be cute. And it would save you guys a little bit of time out of your life. Yeah. So anyway, this Gerudo challenge room, it is essentially pretty pointless. This is one of the reasons too that I wanted to sequence break a little bit, but eventually decided against it. The item you get from the Gerudo secret lair thing is actually something that you can use against Bongo Bongo, and he actually has a special effect that plays when you use it on him. Well, I mean, I think he does anyway. I've been wrong about like half the fucking shit I thought I knew about this game. But pretend I'm right. Don't look it up. Just, I'm correct. That's all you need to know. As it is, I mean, honestly, there's pretty much no point in getting the item. It doesn't really help you out at all, but it's there. We want to get this screen filled up. There's also this little other spell you can get. And I think that spell is actually in the desert somewhere. I don't know where, though. That will be something that I cheat and look up later. Guys, I don't remember where it is. Anyway, we got our racist mask ready to go. I'm curious if the Gerudo actually have anything special to say if you're wearing it. Let's head on that way, shall we? I really don't think the challenge room is going to take us all that long, so we might actually do a little bit of spirit templing in this video. I'm not sure yet. I've said it before, but I will say it again. This is probably the best song in this game, and possibly the whole series. From now on, you're free to come and go as you please through the gates to the desert. Yeah, okay. I'm literally wearing a caricature of your people. Could you comment on it, please? Nope. Absolutely nothing interesting to say. This is the Gerudo's training ground. Membership card verified. 1 try for 10 rupees. Now, I do believe that we finally have everything we need in order to do this in one shot. Otherwise, we'd have to come back. And nobody wants to do that. Alright. This hoe's pointing some stuff out to me again. I'm not even gonna try this Scarecrow song. Because I'm pretty sure that's not what it is. Actually, I don't even think you need to play a song here. Shoot that. Some chests drop down. These are not full of silver keys, unfortunately. Now, I'm gonna blow your mind with this completely original dungeon concept, but our ultimate goal here is to collect silver keys. And what we're gonna do is we're going to... Actually, you know what? I'll just show you. I'll just show you real quick. It'll be easier than, you know, me trying to explain it. In this central chamber here, if you desire to acquire our hidden treasure, you must obtain the keys hidden in each chamber. There's a big-ass chest in there. Now, as you can see, there are a series of locked doors which lead, eventually, to that chest. And we have to unlock them. And this door is a trap, and you should never open it, because it wastes one of your keys, and you'll be very sad. Anywho, let's go ahead and get started on these little challenges, shall we? I sure hope to be challenged. Defeat all the enemies in a limited time. Killing stuff, I'm at least moderately okay at that. You little bastard, come back here. Ah, I'm in quicksand. Alright, that's the way you do it. Not even that challenging. Especially not when you have the cheater sword. But hey, the game gave it to me, it's not that much of a cheat. You found a small key, you guys know what those do by now. And we're just gonna hoard as many of those as possible. Our goal in this room is to gather the jewels of white, while avoiding traps and danger. There's one right here. There's a little bit of a fire trap right there, as you can see. I believe there's one right over here. There is indeed. Boop. I will confess to you guys, if it looks like I'm actually really good at this, he says as he runs into a fucking boulder, right? If it looks like I'm good at this, it's because I've done this recently. I actually tried to do this before the Shadow Temple, and I ended up wasting a lot of time and not using that video. So I have done this recently. I'm not, I don't know anything. You should know better. Alright, so actually, we need to go up, I think. I say how good I am and how big my wee-wee is, but then I can't find where this last jewel is. See, this is the problem when I open my mouth. Ah, there it is, I see it. That was not the last jewel. That is rather unfortunate. I don't remember where the last one is. No! There we go. Alright, see, that turned out a lot better than it could have. I shouldn't have even given you that preamble, just let you think I don't know what I'm doing, which, I mean, isn't really far from the truth, to be honest. This is it right here. This is the room that made me end up backtracking and essentially doing this a second time. Because you need two things in this room. You need the Lens of Truth, and you need the Big Boy Gauntlets to get past that block. I didn't have either of them, and so I ended up not being able to do this in one go. Therefore, I ended up not using that video. And that, boys and girls, is the magic of television. Oh yeah, there's also some wolves trying to rip my balls off. Pay no attention to them. Alright, we have ourselves another most likely silver key chest. Sigh. Bonk. And with the lens of truth, we can see there's actually a big old gap right up there. So I guess let's go ahead and go this way. That opened a door somewhere. I don't really know where, but it did. I guess we can go ahead and go through here right quick. This room is a little puzzle room down there. And over here, Navi does her thing that she always does, right? Now, I think this is actually a room where the Scarecrow is also supposed to work. Though I can't, for the life of me, seem to get this damn thing to work in this particular playthrough, and I don't know why. I know how it sounds, but I am 100% sure you could have activated it on the ship in the Shadow Temple. Because that's the only one that I remember for sure. But it does not seem to work any time that I play it. And it's supposed to summon the little Scarecrow boy so you can, like, get back up here, but I suppose not. We'll just have to do some backtracking later. Blind the eyes of the statue. Pretty simple stuff right there. Not really a whole lot of mystery how to do this. Good shooting, Tex. And not even really any enemies to get in our way here, so just shoot the statue. Boink. This is what it's like to shoot in Kingdom Come Deliverance. Except that game's way more of a pain in the ass. I did actually finally finish that game this year after like 4 or 5 attempts, and I would just bounce off of that game every time because it's just such a pain in the butthole. But pretty good game if you can get past like that initial hump where you want to kill yourself every time you play it. Find the secret passage in this room. Alright, I think we can manage that. Okay. Got some bats floating around in here we need to take care of. Alright then. And that's gonna open the gate. Oh! And maybe it's a key. Now this is definitely one of those dungeons that likes to fuck with you and give you a chest full of crap. See, just exactly what I'm talking about. Crap. Instead of the key you actually came for. Now, pretty easy if you remember the Fire Temple. Just go ahead and give all these the bonk. Until you eventually find the one that has a secret passage hidden behind it. Bonk. Not there. Oh! Oop. There we go, see? I was wrong, it is right there, as a matter of fact. Yeah, but I want that fire to go away, dude. I'm going to destroy everything in this room until we get rid of this fire. I hope you know that. Another secret. Well, there you go. Now that's what I'm talking about. More small keys. I do not remember how many we actually need to get the treasure. So, basically, I'm going to collect as many of the damn things as I can find. There's another, collect the white rupee room. This one is actually a bit more difficult, in my own personal opinion, because, if you fall in the lava, it resets the room. Actually, boys, we have hover boots. This is not going to go well, is it? No. Whew. It does kind of make things a little bit easier, but that lack of traction... That lack of traction makes my butthole clench super hard, guys. Not even lying. Alright, where do we gotta go? There's a key up there. Oh yeah, that... Hit the switch, that's gonna turn off the fire. Most likely. Hopefully that's not timed. Ugh. You gotta make the sound effects or it doesn't work, okay? You son of a bitch! Okay, I don't think it reset the room, though. I don't have to go killing myself just yet. How do you get up there? And we shoot the post. Okay, so I guess we'll just go this way, then. Collect the underwater gems. Okay. First we gotta play Song of Time. God! There's gotta be at least one per video, doesn't there? Song of Time. Did the Gerudo put these time rocks in here on purpose? Actually, we might not be able to get these, depending on how deep they are. Oh, I'm stupid. What am I talking about? Oh, you can't get to them. Dude, you got the iron boots. Are you stupid? I don't need to put on no stinking vest. Maybe I need that vest. Okay. Clams, my worst enemy. Alright. I'm gonna have to kill these fucking clams. These clams are gonna fuck my timer. Pretty hardcore, I have to say. Can you please just get a move on? Alright. I'll just try to do it without killing all the clams. As one does. Okay, we're missing one. Where's that last one? Enough Z targeting. Where's the last one? God damn it. God damn it. Oh, that was a timer on my life, by the way. It's okay. Fairies also contain water. Or contain air. Now you might think the smart thing to do would be to go ahead and put on the Zora's vest. I'm not going to. I'm far too stubborn. Far, far too stubborn. White vest all the way, baby. I mean, I could just make the Zora's vest white. There's honestly no benefit to wearing the Kokiri vest, but, you know. Going to anyway. Alright, we're up to 4 keys. Excellent, excellent. Now I have to figure out how to get up there. And I don't know how to do that. Like, I for real don't actually know how to get up there. So I guess we can go out this door and see what's this way. Oh, this looks like another combat room. Defeat all the enemies in a limited time. Alright, we have a, I don't know what the eye beast things are called. Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, I think. Oh, what's that stuff? Well, that was easy. Bomb shoes, I make fun of them. They are useful in some situations. I wouldn't exactly call them essential by any means. And certainly not as rare or as exciting as the game seems to think that they are, but they do have their uses. Beamos. I think they're called the Beamos things, or what the little eyeball things are called. Alright, so we got 5 keys. What we're gonna do, I think, let's go ahead and hop back on in this way. There's another room over here we didn't explore that we saw earlier. 2 of them, in fact. So we're gonna... That is not my hook shot. I just wasted one of the most rare and valuable items in the entire game. I mean, we can always go back to Allman Brother Man of the Desert and buy more from him, but we're not gonna do that. Let's hop back on over this way, because there was that door on that ledge, if you recall. Now we can go grab whatever's in this room. See, if we could have summoned the Scarecrow, we just come back up here really quick, but we couldn't do that, because this game's mean. We got a silver key! And that actually was not where I thought this room led, so I honestly don't know now. Now I know for a fact we're missing one small key in a certain room back where all the fires are and stuff. But hopefully, maybe we'll have figured out how to get that when we need it. Or maybe we just won't get it, I don't know. Alright, one with silver hands shall move a giant block. Well, lucky for us, we got the silver hands. Check it out. Hidden door. Now it's these little moving butthole things. I'm ready. I'm not ready. I lied, I wasn't ready. Your shield is gone! Tragic. Give me my shield. Yes, I did just do the same thing twice in a row. Can't take my shield if I don't have it equipped, can you? God damn it. They really don't do very much damage. They're kind of just annoying. They don't really do much damage. So one of these chests is going to be complete and utter garbage, and the other one's going to have a key in it. I'm pretty sure. A huge rupee! That's worth a whopping 200 gold. And me at max. Not like rupees are actually worth anything in this game anyway. I hate this game. Okay then, well that was a pointless waste of my time. And yours. What? Where the fuck did this chest come from? Fuck you. Do we have any other mysterious chests? We do, as a matter of fact. Thank you. I was gonna lose my shit if there wasn't another key in there. Alright, so I'm clearly missing something here because there's that one room that we just could not get to. And I need to figure out how to get to that. So, let us continue our exploration then, shall we? This is going to take us back to this room, and this is going to lead us, I believe, into the lava room. Actually, I think this goes to the chest room first, but that's fine. And then this takes us to the lava room. So how do we get from there to there? Okay. I don't think we could make that jump from there to there. I think that's way too tall. And I definitely don't think we can hover boots our way all the way over there either. Especially not if you don't equip the hover boots in time. That's definitely a detriment to being able to do it. Okay. My brother didn't even try here. But I don't blame him too much. I've about had it with our shit too. That'll turn off our fire. This does not give us a way to get up though. Alright, she's doing her thing over here. Oh, there we go. That's how you solve a puzzle, I guess. I think if I just try to walk out there, he's not going to grab the blocks, though, because he's an asshole like that. Looks like we got maybe another one. Woo! Woohoo! We play it again? WTF, mate. Alright, so we can do that. And then we're not going to be able to... That's going to unsummon the block we're currently standing on. God! I lose a year off my life every time I do that. I want you to know that. Okay, did not unsummon the block beneath us. That works for me. We found a Smoky! God damn it. He had to put those goddamn bomb chews in this goddamn game one more goddamn time. Yeah, I know, your bomb chews are wonderful, dude. I get it. You're very proud of their design. I get it. They're like your pet project. I get it. They're not the greatest reward in the game, I swear. Alright, thank you for wasting my time. So, why I said one of those doors was a trap. If I'm not mistaken, we just have three keys here. One there, and one there. Or rather, two there that lead back to the main room. Doing that is kind of pointless, as far as I can tell. Unless there's like a chest hidden just out of sight over there. So you don't want to go that route. That's just a waste of your keys and your life. It might be possible to open every single key in here, or every single door in here. I don't actually know that, and I'm not willing to find out. So we're just going to go back to the main hall, and we're going to go through that way. Okay? Sound good? Sound good? I can't hear you. I'm just going to assume you agree with me. So, back to the main room. I believe we have all the keys that we need to go and steal our special treasure. I mean, earn our special treasure from the Gerudo. Slip right on in here, and we'll start heading right. Now, you might think some of these chests contain silver keys. They don't. Purple rupees! I sure do love rupees. I wish I had anything to spend money on in this game. There's gonna be another chest full of garbage. Yep, more garbage. And then we have this one. And this one. And finally, this one. And that brings us to the big boy chest here. What is it, lads? What do we have? What's our secret treasure for defeating the Gerudo's training ground? You got the ice arrow. Set it to sea, and your arrows will be powered up. If you hit your target, it will freeze. This magic arrow is granted only to those who completed the difficult training ground of the Gerudo, so use it with P-Ride. Yeah. That's the way you do it. And I believe there's one more little chest over here that probably doesn't actually contain anything useful. No, not at all. Thank you. Thank you for wasting my time. Alright, we now have the ice arrows. These are completely unnecessary for finishing the game, and as far as I know, they're not even really useful. I don't even think you can use them on the next boss, even though, you know, you kind of should be able to, but we'll get to that when we get to that, shall we? Speaking of getting to that, we still have like 30 or so minutes left in this video, so I might say we go ahead and kind of start on the Spirit Temple as an adult, because that would be awfully groovy. There's also a fairy fountain that I've missed somewhere. I could try to go, like, actually look for it the old-fashioned way, but there's a decent chance that I won't find it if I don't use a guide to find it. But, you know, I like to keep the temples contained into one video if we can. Or at the very least, I don't want to take a long-ass break between videos where I work on the temple, right? Because I like to keep it all kind of fresh in my mind. So how about this? This might be a short video. Think of it as like a diet. It's a diet video, right? When you're hungover from your Halloween party, you just can't handle that much. So you're just gonna have a lighter dinner, if you will. This analogy isn't really working. My point is, this might be a smaller video. And that's okay. Because I said it was. So, I believe there's a fairy fountain out here in the desert somewhere. Now, exactly where it is, I really don't know. I might end up cheating in this one and end up looking this up if I can't find it on my own. But I will give it the old college try. I never went to college. So there's your first problem. Let's see. Ghosty Boy's up there waiting for us. Can we use our thing here? No, wrong one. This will make it rain, and it will also make storms, so you can kind of see what's on the horizon a little bit. I don't know if this will actually help us, though, because I don't remember where this actually is. There's a crate over there, but the ghost takes you out there. I could be wrong about where this thing actually is. Or maybe it's actually by the Desert Colossus. This is, I guess one of the problems of trying to do this kind of shit by memory, because I don't remember where it is. There's our little happy crate over there. And we have these little bastards. If we follow him too close, he's just going to lead us back to the Desert Colossus. Because I don't really see anything around here that would constitute any kind of structure or anything. Alright, well this is not turning out to be a success thus far. Okay, past that flag is going to take us back to Desert Colossus. Hold on, I see something. This looks like a fake wall. This is literally the most obvious fake wall I've ever seen in my life. Holy shit. Alright, well I knew it was in the desert somewhere. I feel like I could have done that in a much easier way, but hey, it's all about the journey, right? You know, don't stop believing, all that stuff. Hello there, great fairy. I would like some magical swag, please. How you doing? You enjoying it out here in the desert? Welcome, Penis. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. This is nowhere near as useful as Ferore's Win, but you can't have everything. You got Nehru's Love. Cast this to create a powerful protective barrier. It's defensive magic you can use with C, so you basically become invulnerable while you're using it. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. Could you refill my magic, please? Oh, well, there you go. Ask and you shall receive. See if I can remember this song offhand. No. No, never can. Never can remember. You know, I kind of just want to go ahead and go into the temple without being prepared. Though we saw how that went for me last video. Alright, so we're going to do a normal little fairy run here. And I'm at about 40 minutes on the timer. So I think what I might do, I might just go ahead and say this is a short video, because I want to kind of make the Spirit Temple its own contained thing. How you like them apples? Fuck you. Alright, well, they're cooler if you get to use them. And, you know, actually get a hit in on the guy. Yeah, so that's how that's supposed to go. So, yeah, for the sake of making the Spirit Temple its own contained thing, I think we're just gonna go ahead and make this a little bit of a shorter video, and the next video will just blow through the entire Spirit Temple, unless it takes me more than one video's length to do it, in which case, we won't do that. Yeah, we got ourselves what you call a plan, kids. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and head on back to the Spirit Temple area, and we will call this a video, and that will be a nice little truncated video for your dining pleasures. This can be the one you don't talk about. Whee! One thing I'll say about Zelda games, they're not really that long, if you think about it. But they certainly feel like a journey, like you feel like you've come a long way to get to this point in the game. Maybe that's just because I was a kid at the time when I played it, but they definitely feel like a journey once you get all the way through them. It's been nice coming back to this game, honestly. You know, some of the narrative parts are not really as strong as you remember, but I think it still does what it does kind of effectively. And, you know, a lot of those limitations are just limitations of the fact that it was on an N64 cartridge, but the game is like 4 megabytes in size, or something like that. You know, it's a fun game, and I've really, it's been a nice little trip. This is not really an obscure title by any means, though I'm hopefully going to do another obscure game here soon, though if I decided to do it, it would already be uploaded by now. So if I haven't done it, just pretend you didn't hear this part of the video. So something that would be a little bit more in line with my usual content, which would be a more obscure game. But, you know, this game is a lot of fun, and certainly a nostalgia title, and one that I thought would be fun to play. And it has been. It's been a pretty fun little experience so far. I thank you guys always for watching. Thank you for your comments. I would not have made this video at all if people hadn't, you know, left their comments on the video and said how much they enjoy watching some of the older stuff and how they'd like to see another Let's Play. I don't do these videos that often anymore. Very much just like a hobby for me, really, but it's nice to do them every now and then, and thank you guys for continuing to watch the videos, those of you who've stuck around this long. Always good to hear from you guys. And I will see you guys in the next video. I wonder what the tags on his shirts say. Like, he's got shirt tags. These from, like, Hanes or something? Like, come on. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, thank you for watching. Yeah. Now you get to hear all the stuff I do off the camera. Isn't that nice? Oh, look at this. Here's some hidden audio at the end of the video. Oh my god, he's gonna say something compromising. Yes, indeed.